continue bringing you development sentiment, if you like, from the United States itself. Now we go to San Francisco, that's in California, where we find another American citizen, Deidre Wright, joins us now via our video link from that strong democratic hold. No surprises, really, that about 2/3 of the vote in California went in favor of Joe Biden and the Democratic Party. The question now then becomes, are you concerned that that strong show of support could potentially be compromised, given, again, the challenges that might play out in court brought forward by the Trump administration?
Well, the thing about this, we know that you have a person in charge right now who debates facts, and the idea is that everyone has the right to vote, and as long as we exercise our rights and every vote's counted, that is what the law is, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that Biden will win. I'm hoping that we have a fair and just system, but I'm also woke. I'm woke to the fact that more than half of the country have shown that having someone who's a racist, sexist, only pays $750 in taxes is not a deal breaker, and who calls this coronavirus a hoax is not a deal breaker. So I'm hopeful for a more united future, but we have to deal with some of these underlying issues, and hopefully it's not debatable that we all have the right to vote.
Yeah, and you speak about the prospects of a more United States of America. That's also been really questioned, given how tight this race has been. How best, if Joe Biden does get the keys to the White House, should he go about addressing that specific issue, just how polarized and divided Americans are at the moment?
I think if something, I will say this: Biden has a past of working with both sides. I'm a Democrat, but my thing is, I feel like if we have Biden in charge, he will have a diverse cabinet that reflects the current America. So I think he'll make a concerted effort to unite the nation through policies that helps all, through having people in charge who are credible, who can lead for all, and having a future for how we can move to the future of the United States, which is going back to being a top country that people don't laugh at, and that we're proud to say we are citizens of this country. So I'm hopeful for that, and I know he will lead the path, joining with Kamala Harris, who's a fellow Bay Area and Oakland native.
Right. Again, you've already touched on this in some respects, some of the reasons why people like you and many in California voted the way they did. But if you were to sort of focus on, say, two issues specifically that many people in California hope will undoubtedly change come the new administration, what would be some of those salient matters that are top of mind, so to speak, for many people who voted specifically from California?
Well, I know access to health care, and that is something that's crucial. And, addressing some of these systemic issues, systemic racism and sexism that affects us through policy, whether we have right to, health care, through abortions if they're necessary, if we want them, access to just clean, healthy air, having it where the hoods aren't not close to pollution. Like, we care about these things. Something locally, a local proposition that is, I'm in California, progressive state, but the proposition to overturn affirmative action not being implemented, that's an issue. So people have voted in California not to have it where people do not discriminate against people's race, sex, and gender. So even though I'm in a progressive state, we still have issues here that address with that. So I'm hoping the policies is for everybody to have access to the rights to be happy, healthy, and protected under this nation.
All right. Well, before I let you go, very quickly, because I'm told we are out of time, your level of confidence that Joe Biden will eventually land up in the White House, briefly in about 5 seconds, are you still as confident that this is where things are headed?
I am confident that we can forge ahead if everyone realizes that to the least marginalized or least powerful persons protected, that we all are protected. So I am hopeful, but also am woke right now.
All right. Thanks very much for your take. Certainly appreciate your insights all the way from California, a strong Democratic hold. In fact, about 2/3 or so of that vote went to Joe Biden. No surprises there.